Micah actually killed Karen Jones. You might say, but Rockstar vaguely told us she drank herself to death. But let's be honest, that was a lazy answer, and we're not lazy. One of our subscribers recently shared a very interesting theory about what really happened to Karen Jones. And after doing my own research into that theory, I found some dark and disturbing details that might actually be true. So, in today's video, let's break down this theory piece by piece and uncover what could be the real horrifying fate of Karen Jones. Before we dive into the dark theory, let's start with what the game itself tells us about Karen Jones. Karen was never meant to just fade away. In the early chapters of Red Dead Redemption 2, she was full of life, sharp-tongued, fiery, and confident. She wasn't just another background character. She was useful. She could charm lawmen, distract marks in saloons, and drink anyone under the table. At Horseshoe Overlook and Clemens Point, Karen was seen often playing cards, teasing the gang, and laughing by the campfire. She had spirit, a dangerous, fun energy that made her stand out in the crowd of Vanderlinde misfits. But everything started to fall apart after Sean McGuire's death. Sean was gunned down in Rhodes without warning, a brutal headshot from the Greys that stunned the entire gang. And here's what most players miss. Karen and Sean were close, very close. Their playful teasing around camp, their drinking sessions, and even small background moments showed there was a bond there. Whether it was friendship or something more romantic, we'll never know. But what we do know is this. After Sean's death, Karen was never the same. Her drinking became heavier. Her humor turned bitter. Her energy faded. Even the other women in camp, like Tilly and Mary Beth, noted that Karen was falling apart. Grimshaw gave up on her. Dutch didn't care. And the rest of the gang was too focused on survival to bother noticing. It's important to understand this, because Sean's death wasn't just the loss of a gang member to Karen. It was the loss of her last reason to stay sane. The gang was crumbling. Dutch was losing control. Arthur was getting sicker. The Pinkertons were closing in, and Karen, she was slipping away in plain sight, and no one did a thing to help her. And in this broken state, drunk, depressed, and forgotten, Karen was left vulnerable, alone, and this is where the dark theory truly begins. So when exactly did Karen vanish, and who was there when it happened? Let's look at the timeline carefully. In Chapter 6, when Arthur and the rest of the gang head out to the oil rig to help Eagle Flies, not everyone goes. Micah stays behind, along with Cleet, Joe, Abigail, Tilly, Karen, Mary Beth, Pearson, and Uncle. But here's where things get interesting. Shortly after this, Mary Beth, Pearson, and Uncle run away from the gang. Dutch even mentions this when Arthur returns. They're gone. They've left for good. That leaves Karen with Micah, Cleet, and Joe. The same Micah who was already betraying the gang. The same Cleet and Joe who would later help him turn Dutch against Arthur. And for a critical period of time, while the rest of the gang was busy at the oil rig, Karen was completely unprotected, surrounded only by Micah and his cronies. It's during this exact gap that something could have happened to her. Tilly's line that Karen drank herself to death comes after this moment, but she also admits she didn't actually